These are the Halsey prescription glasses from Roka. Roka promises that these frames have a lightweight, unmatched optics and an unshakable fit. But can I actually run in them? It's time to put on the Halsey and take them for a run. .5 miles, 8 minutes, 31 seconds per mile, 143 beats per minute today, going for a nice and easy run. My first run since the marathon last weekend in Chicago, and taking the Halsey frames, which I'm wearing now, out for a first run. Now, before I give you my thoughts on these frames and prescription lenses after just this first run, I do want to go over some disclosures. This is a pair of glasses that was sent to me by Roka for the purpose of review. However, they're not paying me to make this video or to wear these lenses and frames, and they're not going to get a chance to preview any of my footage or my thought before you guys get a chance to see this video on YouTube. So with that disclosure out of the way, let's talk about these frames from Roka. So first, I think that we're going to dive right into what was it like to run in glasses, and then we'll talk about casual use and then also the ordering process and some of those logistics. But when it comes to the running, these glasses are legit. I'm not a person that normally runs in glasses. I have super thick prescription lenses normally, and when I run, I like to run in my contact lenses. That's the way that I've been running for pretty much as long as I can remember. I never had kind of any desire to try to run in glasses because I just didn't want that like constantly sliding off my face feeling. So with these, they have a couple of features that help them to stay on your face. So number one, they're extremely lightweight. That's something that I was very surprised at, like taking them out of the box when I first got a chance to kind of hold them. I was amazed by how lightweight they are. And they also have a couple of other features to help them stay on the face. So number one is right here on like the nose pads, there's a little grippy rubber pad, and they also have these very grippy parts on the earpiece as well. So those two things put together really help to make sure that when it's on your face, it kind of like clamps on. Now it doesn't hurt by any means, and it's not kind of like digging in. It's just very grippy, so it is able to stay on my face the entire time. And because of that, plus the light weight, I didn't really feel like these things were bouncing around at all. I felt like they were in the right spot and stayed where I wanted them to stay the entire time. So they're doing a really great job with these lenses in terms of allowing them to just get on my face and stay on my face. So there might be times where, you know, you just don't want to put the contact lenses in when you're going for your run on that morning. And I think these are going to be great for those particular days. Now let's talk about using them for casual use. That lightweight also comes in really handy. Now, these are my normal glasses. Actually, these are my new glasses. I just ordered them like 2 weeks before I started talking with Roka about getting these glasses on, but they're a lot heavier, and I've never really thought about like the weight of glasses before. But you know, especially times like right now, the seasons are changing. I don't have seasonal allergies, but I do kind of like feel it in my eyes a lot whenever the seasons change from cold to hot or from hotter to cold. And so like these are times where like just my face is a little bit more fatigued, usually because of my eyes. I generally find myself wanting to wear contact lenses a little bit less frequently. And then having these lighter frames has definitely been nice on days like that, because it's just a little bit, just that much less of kind of like a strain, just generally in an area that's a little bit fatigued right now. So definitely appreciate the lightweight, and that grip again is really handy. The nose pieces that I mentioned earlier are also adjustable. So it comes with a set of 3 nose pieces. Like this is the medium size and it comes pre-installed, but there's also a tool that you use to pop these things out, and you can put in a bigger one or a smaller one, depending, I think, kind of like on the size or shape of your nose. So you can kind of custom tailor the fit a little bit better to your particular face. So it's kind of like a lot of the earbuds that we're getting now. They might come with different size like silicone tips so that you can really customize the fit that works for you. Same thing are going with the nose pads that are on these glasses. So I feel like that's going to really help dial in the fit for a lot of people. I also feel like they look great, and they have all kind of like the kinds of coatings that you would want on your glasses, especially for a pair of glasses that you're not only going to live in, but also exercising, whether it's running or taking to the gym or whatever else you're going to be doing in them. So they are have an anti-reflective coating, which I think is real nice. For example, like right now I've got a bunch of lights in this room to kind of light me up for this video. I've been avoiding, I don't know if I just forgot to get a reflective coating on these lenses or if the reflective coating just isn't as good. And also these are like semi-transparent lenses, but you can see kind of like the comparison when I'm wearing these glasses. Like some of these lights, they're like showing up a lot more prominently, but when I put these with the anti-reflective coating, you still see them a little bit, but for the most part, a lot if I'm like looking directly at them. But for the most part, I feel like a lot of those reflections are not showing up, and that also means that I'm not seeing those lights kind of getting refracted into my eyes as well. So it's doing a really good job of keeping some excess light away from the eyes, but it's also got a scratch-resistant coating, which is going to be useful if it's something you're taking out on the run or on a bike where potentially you might be falling or encountering debris. But also they has an oleophobic coating and a hydrophobic coating, meaning if you get water or fingerprints on there, it's going to help kind of like keep them from getting your glasses too smudged. So all the things that you want from glasses that you're going to be using in a very active setting, I think that these are going to definitely hold up to kind of the rigors of my active but everyday life. Now, in terms of if you want to order these, I feel like, you know, for me, this is the first time that I've ordered frames like virtually or remotely. I've always gone to like the eye doctor, and then like you come out of the exam room and then you go and you try on some frames. That's always been my way of doing it because I'm pretty picky about my glasses. I mean, if you'll notice in the bottom corner of the videos and of all the videos, the little watermark on all of my videos is a pair of glasses, because before this channel was a running channel, it started out as like a general vlog channel, and they're like a main character of it was it wasn't a glasses review channel, but it was the main character. It was me and my glasses. So I felt like that was kind of like a signature thing, part of my look, something that I use to kind of identify myself. And so I love glasses. I love to kind of splurge on them. It's something that I wear every single day. Well, with Roka, you can pick 4 different frames. Try on a couple of different ones, see which ones you like, take some selfies, send them to your friends kind of thing, and kind of get some second opinions. And then you send the frames back and then order the frames and the lenses that you want. For prescription lenses, you're just gonna need a current prescription. You just go to your optometrist for that. I had just gone to the optometrist, so I had a very current prescription that was ready and available. So you need to send a copy of that. And you'll also need your pupillary distance, which I was hoping that would just be on my prescription from the optometrist. It wasn't. So one of the things that you can do is they'll direct you to a app that you download, and it basically takes like a picture of yourself, and it can calculate the pupillary distance from the app. Super simple. It took like 1 minute to be able to do that. And then you can send that information in terms of pupillary distance. And then you pick which lenses you want to. There's a polycarbonate lens that's included in the price of the frame. Then you can get like a nicer one for $70 more, or $90 more for like their premium lens. Or if you have a really strong prescription, that's something that they recommend too. So there's 3 lens options, and then it ships in just a couple of days and it'll be right at your door. Now, in terms of paying for them, they don't directly like submit your like glasses to like your health insurance if you have vision insurance, but they will send you like the kinds of forms and like the kind of receipt that you need so that you could submit that to like your VSP or your healthcare provider or whoever you would seek reimbursement for if you have something where you can get glasses and prescription lenses as part of like your yearly health insurance or vision plan. So it's not quite as daunting and like cumbersome of a process I thought it was. It was actually like pretty easy. I've spent way more time like figuring out which like GPS watch I want to get or which like phone that I want to buy. I mean, this was just like really, really simple. Plus the price on these is $195. So if you went with like just the regular lens, you're in for $195. If you're getting the premium lens, or if you have really thick prescriptions like I do, then you're at $285, and that's a pretty good price. And that's even without applying any sort of kind of reimbursement from health insurance. So feel like this is a pretty good deal. I really like these Roka lenses. I think that you're going to see me a lot in these. I have a couple of kind of like longer term concerns about them that, you know, you're just going to have to hit the subscribe button and see how often I'm actually wearing these frames to see like how that ends up holding up. My two concerns are, one, the nose pad is super grippy, and it's something that like I've seen, I don't know if a lot of people get this, but my mom has this problem. She has terrible eyes. My dad also has not as terrible eyes, but he has glasses as well. And for all of us, sometimes like certain nose pads, and it's usually with heavier glasses, will kind of like create like a little bit of skin irritation. And because these are so grippy, and it'll be something that I use while running, I'm worried that they might cause irritation. I don't think it's going to be a problem, but it's certainly something I'm going to be looking at. And the other thing that I'll be worried about is kind of like how long are these frames going to stay this pretty matte black color. So I love things that are matte black, but I find that a lot of times with me and the amount that I sweat, a lot of times the earpieces of the glasses like start to fade really fast. So we'll kind of keep an eye on how well they kind of like hold up to like the repeated getting sweat on, and like all like the acidity and salts and all the other stuff that's in your sweat that can get onto your glasses and kind of like warp the color a little bit. So I'll be keeping an eye on that and checking on how these frames hold up over time. So make sure you do hit that subscribe button so you can see any update videos as those come out. If you have any questions about ordering prescription lenses from Roka or these lenses and frames in particular, feel free to put them in the comments down below, or better yet, stop by the live stream that I do Monday through Friday right here on YouTube, and I'd love to talk to you guys in the chat. That's all I have for today, everybody. Thanks so much for making it all the way to the end of the video. Hopefully you guys are staying safe out there on your runs, and I'll see you in the next one.
Yo, what's going on?